Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? It is February the 1st. It is the first day of Black History Month, and this is Miss J. And you're watching Rooted and Grounded with Miss J. And yes, I have been away for a while. Back in September, or rather, I won't say September, I'll say May, June, I began entertaining the idea of making a permanent move away from where I was before, with my gardening and everything, from that location. I wanted to be closer to family. And so I decided in June to go ahead and place my home on the market, and sold my home. And in October, mid to end October, I made the complete move here to where I am now, which is Fayetteville, North Carolina, close to my hometown of Lumberton, North Carolina, and where many of my family members live. And it is probably one of the best decisions that I have made in a long time. Like I said, it was a huge decision. And anytime you get ready to sell a home and just pick up and move after 30 years, yes, I lived in New Bern, North Carolina for 30 years. That's a major decision, and it's not something that you make lightly, but when the time is right, the time is right. And, I tell you, I couldn't get away from the fact that I knew that God was leading me to make this move. It was time. It seemed like things were just not feeling, I wasn't comfortable, I guess you say. I felt like I had a need within me that needed to be met, and it couldn't be met there in New Bern. So for those of us who are spiritual, we understand that. And I hope that everybody, whether you're spiritual or not, you understand that there comes a time when, yeah, you need to make a move, you need to make a change. Whether you're spiritual or not, you need to make a change. So I did that, and I'm so glad that I did. I've been so content, so happy here. For some, they say Fayetteville, North Carolina. They used to call it back in the day Vietnam, because this is located near a military base, one of the major military bases here. It is Fort Liberty, or at time it's Fort Bragg, whatever. Without getting into politics, I call it Bragg. So, but I said that to say, for some, they probably say Fayetteville from New Bern, a city near water and the beach and all that, Well, yes, because for New Bern, that the time was just up there. So anyway, enough of that. I just want to let you guys know that I am back. I will be bringing you content. I'm not even going to narrow myself down. Some days I'm just going to get up here just because I need to talk to y'all. I need to share something, or, just ask your opinion about things. But I'm going to bring content, and my attempt is to be present, more present than I was before, and to really focus on, just sharing with you guys and building a good relationship, communication with you all, and just getting like I said, your advice, your opinions, sharing my advice, my opinions, about life, health, God, because I am a Christian, sharing or hearing from you about, what's going on in your life. Let's talk about that, or what's going on in the world. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm trying to stay away from a lot of negative news. What I realize and what I see a lot happening for a lot of content creators who really get deeply involved in the politics. There's nothing wrong with that. We need those people. But you have to govern yourselves accordingly. Digest uh, enough of it to get the information without becoming overly emotionally involved in it. You have to stay above it for your mental health and for your spiritual health, for everything that concerns you, for your relationships. Just be careful how much you digest of this, because it can be overwhelming. And so therefore I was one of those persons a long time ago, but I stopped that. And as you see in most of my videos, I started gardening because that kind of brought me a bit of peace, and in addition to, just my faith, gardening was a help to me, because anytime I'm doing something with my hands, or I'm seeing something grow, it reminds me that I don't care how bad anything looks, God is still in control. And you can plant a seed and it can grow. Good things still exist. The Bible says, as long as the earth remains, there will always be seed time and harvest. It reminds me that God is still in control, regardless of what we see. It doesn't mean take a back seat and not be a part of change, meaning in voting and so forth and so on. But it does mean don't watch all these YouTube shows, news, all this constantly bombarding your mind and getting you weighted and heavy and concerned and in fear, because it will. It will. It most certainly will. And I watched this one creator today, and she mentioned something about she's dealing with depression, and she's one of those people who's heavily into what's going on in politics and everything. And I immediately started praying for her, because none of us is so strong that we don't need a time to relax and pull away and reset. So and we need that on a regular basis. We don't need to wait until we get so overwhelmed that we do it. We need to do that on a regular basis. I don't care what anybody says. When I'm feeling that it's too much, that I need a break, you're not going to see me. You're not going to see me. But at the same time, I'm not going into hiding. I am in protect and guard mode. The Bible said, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issue of life. The issues of life. Let me tell you something. Guard your heart. Protect your mind and your thought process. Don't become so overwhelmed with things that are going on in this world, in your immediate family, and with your job. Oh my gosh. Do whatever you have to do to stay above it all. Stay above it all. And I pray that for those who are dealing with that weight and that heaviness and the responsibilities of life and the fears and the concerns for our families, our children, and so forth, in this nation and whatever, I pray that God gives you a peace. He said that he will keep us in perfect peace as our minds are stayed on him. Let's keep our minds stayed on him. Let's keep our the word before us. Let's speak the word with power, and let's pray for these situations while also understanding the power of prayer. And let's be active. Let's not just sit back and wait for other folks, to vote and do whatever. Sometimes there's a time to be active. Other times there's a time to sit back. Okay? And many of us know what that means, because we've been fighting most of our lives. Okay? So, anyway, again, I'm back. And I'm so glad to be back. I feel refreshed now. I feel like this is the time for me to bring forth some content that can be hopefully encouraging to you, that can hopefully enlighten you. As I said, I will be sharing content about some of the things that I do. I garden. I am involved in health and wellness. Guys, I do a myriad of things. I'll be honest with you. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And guys, just really, like I said, take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. All right? Because if you don't take care of you, you're no good to anybody else. So take care of yourself. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, but I'm also a believer in Jesus Christ plus mental health and mental wellness, and seeing a professional whenever that time is deemed necessary. I'm a proponent of medication if that's what it takes. I'm that person, okay? I'm not so spiritual that I'm no earthly good, okay? I'm gonna make that plain to you. I'm a person who believes in loving people regardless. Hey, you do you, all right? But at the same time, as long as you doing you does not infringe on me being me, then hey, we good. We all right. Okay? So anyway, guys, I want you to have a great Sunday. A happy Sunday to you all. My morning has been wonderful. As you see, I got new glasses. And guess what, guys? I got to have surgery. So it won't be a major surgery, but it's something I need to have done. It won't interrupt me being up here and coming before you. But hey, I need to do it. And I decided, you know what? I can have that surgery and still, share with you guys. I can still bring content to you. Hey, I can do more than one thing at one time. I told you. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm always doing something. Anyway, guys, you take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Take care of one another. Let's push kindness. Let's push love. Let's push prayer. Let's push actively going out. When you're out in the stores or wherever you are, smile, do something for someone, pay it forward, just acts of kindness. We need to focus on acts of kindness, because that is what's going to help us. They have us out here thinking that we got to be taking sides. No. We're on the side of what's right. Okay? And that's it. Anything else? I'm telling you, that's not even part of the equation, okay? Just be on the side of what is right. And I don't mean what is politically right or, Republican or Democrat. I mean what's right, okay? And if you're a Bible-believing, a Christian person, a person who confesses Christ, then you know what's right. You know what's right. And if you don't know, then you need to get in that Bible, and it will tell you what is right, okay? All right? Because it's very clear in what is the right way that we should be dealing with and addressing one another. All right? Anyway, guys, you take care. Have a great day. Remember, I want you guys to like, please subscribe, and leave a comment. Say hello, okay? Let me know you're here. And for all the followers that I've had and you said you didn't know where I was, I've been just fine, guys. I needed a break after that move. I needed some time. I didn't realize that that change would cause me to need to reset. Okay? And like I said, it's been good. It's been a good change, but it's time to get back in the mix. All right? Look, the sun is out. I got to do some planting. I got to plant some seeds. I got to sow some seeds. Got to get these seeds sowed this month. so that we can get some stuff planted, all right? And although I'm in an apartment now and not in a house, I'm going to make do of the space that I have. And you're going to see how I'm going to do that. I promise you. All right, guys, take care. Like, subscribe to my channel, comment, share. This is Miss J with Rooted and Grounded with Miss J, saying I love you and looking forward to our next time together. Take care. Bye-bye.